Welcome to the Chain Out Podcast with your hosts, Jeremy and Daryl.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chain Out Podcast, Season 3, Episode 114. Your two favorite co-hosts, Daryl and Jeremy. That's right. Is it hard to get our names there, or is it always preset, or you have to double check every time before we go live?
No, it's preset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. How's it been going?
Good. How about you?
Good. Doing well.
Good,
Excited that the weather's broke here. It's getting a little bit warmer in the Edmonton area. Means more disc golf and comfortable disc golf coming our way.
Yeah. I don't like to disc golf when it's cold. It's not when it's cold. It's just I don't like disc golfing in the snow.
Yeah, and the ice and all of the kind of poor footing and everything else that comes with it, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that the chat, as always, is active. Hello, chat. Who's out there?
Oh, look at that. We got lots of people. We got the regulars. We got Doc. We got Sam. We got Sonia. I think we've got Dylan in there. We got K-Top. We haven't had Kevin in the chat for a while. Luke Richard. We know that guy.
That's right. He was just on the show last week.
Yeah, go back and watch episode 113. Hi, Luke. How you doing? Somebody messaged me recently that they stepped up, or they joined our Patreon, and it was like interested to find out when we would be going live and wanted to make sure they didn't miss an episode. So welcome to Mike Biette. Now, Mike.
Biette, that I know that name.
Exactly. Where do you remember that name from?
I think I remember talking to an amazing junior this past year.
Exactly.
Would that be Drew, maybe? Hey?
That would be Drew Biette, yeah.
Right.
And he is the current, I believe it's MPO. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but he's the current, what's the Drayton Valley, is that Hidden Gem? Not Hidden Gem. What's the one?
The Night Owl?
Night Owl.
Yeah.
He's the current champion. Night Owl. So he's going back there this year to defend his title.
Defend the title.
So yeah, Andrea Michaud, she's in the chat as well. Welcome, Andrea.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. We love when we can see all these people
Dylan,
joining us in the chat. Thank you for coming out for sure. And it's a good time for you to join and keep an eye on things, because we got a mail call this week, Daryl.
We did.
We did.
We got a mail call.
We did, as in the Chain Out Podcast.
Wow. It's always good.
So there's this gentleman, you might recognize his name, Gabe Robinson.
Rings a bell.
Yeah, I think he... Was it because he was a Toronto Argonaut? Is that why we know who he was?
Is that? No, I don't think that was
won a Grey Cup in the CFL.
No, that's not where I know him
that's
from.
not. How do we know this guy? What was it again? Peterborough area, I think he might be from.
Maybe he owns a library.
A library. Shh. No, he doesn't own a library. What does he own?
Of course, he's the owner-designer of Project 15, one of the Nationals courses that we got to play last year.
Yes, and still to this day, like, has a mark in my mind of both how wonderful and awesome it was and how poorly I played in the tournament and how good I played in the practice round.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Practice for show.
Yeah.
Play for dough.
Play for dough, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Well, anyways, Gabe got a mail call here.
Totally thought you had your the other way around then.
No. And we're going to open it up and see what we got here, because Gabe said he's got some giveaways for us. So let's see what's in the box. What's in the box?
You like to use that.
I use that all the time. Ooh, Daryl.
Ooh, is it good?
It's good. Okay, so what do we start with?
Well, I mean, we can see one thing. So
okay, well, let's start with this. We have...
Put the rest on the table.
Okay, rest it on the table. We have a P15, a beautiful blue disc.
Ooh.
It's an Innova disc.
Ooh.
It is a Color Glow Champion Firebird.
Sweet.
So, no, this is not for you, Mr. Innova.
Can I hold it?
I don't even know if I can let you touch it, but yes, you can hold it.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, so we've got a disc that he's given us to give away. That's amazing.
173.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And to go with that, we've got a P15 Mini with the nice P15 logo on it.
Nice.
What else do we got here? Ooh, we got some. I've seen these before. We've got some Project 15 foil stickers, rainbow foil there.
Can I have one of those?
Nope. They're all for giving away. And we got some
patches.
Project 15 Velcro patches to go on the bags.
You're not even going to let me have one of those either, are you?
Yeah, you can pick one thing, but not the disc and not the mini.
It's okay.
But what we'll end up doing here is that means it's
That's
time to give away again.
It's another giveaway from the Chain Out podcast.
Yeah. Well, we're going to give away this disc and this mini, and we'll be sure to put a sticker and a patch in there as well. And then maybe with our future giveaways, we can use the other stickers and stuff.
Can I have maybe one or two to add to the fantasy league?
Oh, that's a good reason to join
So
the
therefore,
fantasy
I'm
league.
not having them. But it's
I think
something
so.
rather than just giving it away. Maybe we can actually make a bit of a prize out of it.
I think we could, but isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Gabe. We really appreciate it.
Well, the other
That's
thing
an
about
awesome
that
disc.
too is to congratulate Gabe as well,
Mm-hmm.
because out in Ontario, Robbie Holden, he does a poll and he asks a lot of different questions, and one of the ones is, what is the best disc golf course in Ontario? And for the second year in the row, P15 was voted as number 1.
Awesome.
So Gabe, congratulations, and thanks for celebrating by giving us some items to give away. We do appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said, thanks, Gabe. Do you want to know what's coming up later on this episode, though?
Of course I do.
Yeah. Well, we're excited to chat with Julie Bisson, an awesome disc golfer from Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting it all out of the way now because I know it's not going to last. Who plays both FPO and FP40. She's been tournament directing. She's been even selected by Canada to represent the Masters division at this year's WFDF Championships out in Lithuania.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
she's going to be joining us in about 15 minutes.
And I'm sure, I think, did she already jump in for an early green room experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, she heard how good it was, and she wanted to be there right from the start.
Exactly. It's like when you check into a hotel, you check in early and you check out late, right? You stay there
Yes.
for the full amount of time.
That's right.
So, yeah.
And on top of that, she just wants to hear our wonderful French pronunciations as we get going.
If anybody has watched the Andrea Michaud episode where I had to try and pronounce her full name, yeah,
There you go.
That's not a good look.
Well, another
me.
thing we want to do is hype up Alberta Provincials, as we're going to do all year, and the Alberta Tour that's going to be presented by Cold Garden. And I just wanted to let you guys know that you know how passionate I am about it, how passionate Daryl is, and we are excited because we're having meetings with all the appropriate people who are involved in part of the organizing team. We're just one little cog in that gear, and there's a lot of excitement. We're expecting that we're going to have the qualifying tournaments and divisions that are going to be offered. They're going to be announced soon so that you can start planning your season. And at the moment, there's approximately going to be about 12 qualifying events or so, maybe a little bit more. And no matter where you are in the province, there should be one within your normal driving range that you would go for a tournament. So stay tuned for that.
Right.
And yeah, you're just going to hear Alberta Provincials as much as we can bring it to you.
Absolutely.
We'll be letting you know.
Yeah.
And, speaking of that, I was actually getting ready over the weekend for Alberta Provincials. Played in Winter League.
Okay.
It was a balmy minus 15 degrees Celsius, or for Doc Zen out there, only for Doc I'm going to do this,
Okay.
5 Fahrenheit. And it was sunny, but not very windy at all. Had a decent round, got to play with Josh, a good buddy of ours.
Oh, yeah.
And also with Jay. So I haven't played with Jason before, but the three of us were well matched and within about a stroke of each other. It was a great day, and I think it's getting me ready. It's getting me going.
Yeah. You're getting all the practice in. Now you need to step it up.
Yeah, well, you know what happens? This happens every year. I practice all winter. I think I beat you one round, and then you catch right back up and start kicking my butt again.
Well, I don't know. It's another year, as we know, if you said, I'll be going into that age-protected MA50 division.
Yeah.
Maybe MP50. You never know.
That's where those real cool kids are.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, we've mentioned it. We said we were going to highlight a tournament every week. Now we're starting to get into the season. Some of the warmer places are running tournaments. But can you believe there wasn't a single PDGA sanctioned event this week
In Canada?
in Canada?
Not one.
Not one at all.
I wouldn't believe it if I
Yeah.
hadn't looked it up myself.
Didn't think it was going to happen, but if there's nothing to report in Canada, why don't we go over to the Pro Tour and see what they're doing down under?
Down under.
So for the third event of the tournament took place this week. It was the New Zealand Disc Golf Open presented by RPM Discs. Our own Sophia Donica was, of course, competing in the FPO division. She had a strong tournament. She had a 968 rated event that had her finish in third place, Jeremy. She made cash. Kat Murch, of course, took down first place, and Paige Pierce came in second, but there was only one stroke between each place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was what, -5, -4, -3, I think is how it finished.
And we were talking about, we were watching it and all that coming into that final hole, you know.
It was.
Kat knew that, you know, there was you could see Paige, they cut to Paige. She had been warming up, getting ready if it went to a tie break, but Kat ended up holding it together. And
yeah, and you know me, I don't always get a chance to watch a lot of disc golf, but in the last couple of days I've been at the gym, walking on the treadmill, gives you some extra time. So I watched the final round of the FPO side, and it looked like Kat was locked in until that final hole, and that's when it got interesting. And Sophia, it just shows how good the FPOs were, because Sophia had one bad hole 16, where she got a double bogey instead of a par, just from a bad drive. But had she got that par, she would have been contending for a playoff with Kat.
Yeah.
And then Paige lit the course up. Yeah, it was crazy. So go back and watch it. It was awesome.
I wonder, you know, Kat, I think, you know, someone must have been telling her, or she knew the scores. And when you know the scores, you know, I don't have to go for birdie on every hole. Sometimes I can just be settled with the par. And then you start seeing other people get those birdies, and you're like, well, I've still got 5 strokes. Well, I've still got 3 strokes. Well, okay, now we're getting to the point where, okay, now it's getting a bit tight.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and that was the FPO side. What happened on the MPO?
Yeah, on the MPO, Bradley Williams led from the off. He took down the win.
Yeah.
Team Innova doing a clean sweep.
That's it. And I did a little digging. We did have a couple more Canadians there.
Okay.
So playing in the event in the MA40 division was Blake Hurdle from Surrey, BC. And I just started reaching out to him because we've met him. We met him at Falcons a couple years ago. Good guy. And we just had a great conversation. And I really felt like I was living the event through him.
Right.
Because we were chatting back and forth each one. And it started out pretty tough for him. He was tied for 12th, which was right above last place in round 1. He said there was 50-kilometer swirling winds, but he kept getting better each round towards the finish, till like a polar bear from Canada, he just roared and ate up those Kiwis. So he ended up finishing tied for 4th, and coming back from a shoulder injury, not so bad, hey?
Right.
Yeah. And then also Justin Mikula, who we mentioned was from Leduc. He was there. He played in the last event. He played in this event, which he was in MA2, and he finished in 19th. So congrats to both of them for representing Canada down there for us.
There you go.
And now I think there's one more event to go, right? In the tour?
On the tour, yeah, there's one more. That's taken, they're not this weekend, but they're taking a week off.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they travel South Island.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Christchurch that they head to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. All right. And then also, your Chain Out podcast has 2 amazing sponsors this year. I'm so excited to shout out sponsors again now that we can announce it.
Well, some of them.
Yeah. So we've got BR Disc Golf and Disc Republic. We told you we would have you covered for anything you were going to buy this year, and we certainly do. When we chatted with Brendan, I don't know if you know this about Brendan. He kind of likes
a lot of things
little custom things. Like he likes stickers. He likes, what else? He likes iron-ons. He likes magnets. He likes coasters. And he was kind enough to go out and get some Chain Out podcast fridge magnets made. So it's got our logo on there, the Canadian maple leaf on it. And he has said that he's got some at the store. So the first 5 people who use our code CHAINOUT on checkout to help promote us, and our promotion code to help support us, he's going to throw a magnet in there for the first 5 people. So that was awesome of Brendan. And then when we talked to Jason at Disc Republic, he had said he just put out a newsletter. And if you're not signed up for his newsletter, you got to check it out. It comes in your email. And there's a bunch of new MVP and Innova pre-orders that just dropped, including Simon Lazotte's new Boca. And Eagle, which I didn't know as an MVP guy, I should have known, but Eagle McMahon's got a new disc called an Engine. Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of it. I'm not sure. I've heard the name. I don't know if it's a distance driver, or I don't know what type of mold it is.
Well, he's got those. He's got the pre-orders. He's also got some more dies in stock. So Dina, if you're listening, Jason's got them for you. And then those sticky ball retrievers.
I love my
sticky ball retriever.
Max distance. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Sticky ball retriever.
So when we told you we had you covered, if you're buying anything this year, disc golf related, we do. So help out, use Chain Out again at Disc Republic, and that'll help us with that promo code. All right, we got to get through this, Daryl. Let's speed this up a little bit. We got a guest waiting.
Sam says Eagles is like a streamline.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So the 1010 discs giveaway is
Yep.
on the way. I think he's already got it because he's in the chat and he's saying he has his magnet.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. So I think he's got it. I don't know. But yeah, Greybeard. And now we're only. So Greybeard, you've got your 1010 disc. Thank you for entering into our giveaways. The next giveaway, apart from any other giveaway that you keep coming up with, is our 500 subscriber giveaway. We're only 3 people away, Jeremy.
Oh, we're gonna get there, right?
Do you think? Can you smell it?
I can.
Can you feel it? Can you touch it? Is it right there? Is it just out of reach? Is it on the tip of your tongue? 3 more people, and we'll get to that 500, and we can get rid of that 500 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I can't wait to see who gets that. I don't want to go to the post office to pay for that one, but we'll get it happening. And then one last thing before we get to our guest is I had one more delivery. So
another delivery.
I know. We announced it earlier in the year here on one of the episodes that Chantal Badinsky has left Prodigy, and she'll be going open bag this year. She put out a video of the bag that she's going to be building.
Yeah.
And I was able to actually pick up some discs from her because on the Miss Frisbee site, she's clearing out all of her Prodigy stuff, and she's got her stamps on it in that, and she's got some really good deals. So I ended up picking up a F7, a Fractal F7, signed by Chantal Badinsky with her bear print on there. And then also an M4 as well. Another Fractal one with a great bear stamp on it. And you know what she did?
What did she do, Jeremy?
She threw in a couple signed Brixton cards, Chantal Badinsky.
My goodness.
A 2024 and a 2025.
Yeah.
So after the 500 giveaway, after the Project 15 giveaway, there's only one thing I like more than podcasting.
Making me do extra work.
That too, and through giveaways. So we'll do those giveaways. So you're just going to have to keep tuning in to find out when those are going to happen. But after the episode,
you know what to do. After the episode, be sure to head over to our Patreon. Get a free link to join us to watch our Around the Basket where we chat even more disc golf. Can you believe it?
I can talk for days.
Exactly.
Anyone who's been on my card knows it.
just not when you're on the tee pad, right?
That's right.
Please don't hold box when you're on the tee pad.
Do not hold court on the tee pad.
We get much more interactive over there on the Patreon, and sometimes the chat helps us direct the conversation.
It is. It's a real moving, flowing masterpiece that those episodes have been turning into.
Very laid back. Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be happening just after the Chain Out podcast, around about 8:30.
Mm-hmm. So can you radio into the green room there for us and make sure our guest is ready to rock and roll?
You know what? The guest is pacing around. They've gone through all the M&Ms.
They're like, when are
they've scrunched up all the bottles of water. They're just waiting. They're pacing. Let's bring the guest on, Jeremy.
All right, let's do it. Tonight's guest hails from La Belle Province, aka Quebec. She is a true multisport athlete, skiing, biking, disc golfing, just to name a few. She competes at both the FPO and FP40 divisions, directs tournaments, and will be representing Canada this year at the WFDF Team Championships in Lithuania. Join us in welcoming Julie Bisson to the show.
Bonjour, Julie. How are you?
I'm very good. You?
Yeah, we're doing fantastic. We're excited to talk to you tonight.
Yeah. And how are we doing with our French pronunciation so far?
You're doing great. I thought this exchange would be in French, though. It's not in French.
I hand it over to Jeremy.
Could you imagine we had to do every question in English and then repeat it again in French? I don't think I could do it.
I don't know if I've told you this story, but once when I was in the British Army, I went to France and I had to order food for everybody because I was the only one that apparently could speak French. So I would say, je voudrais jambon et frites. Je voudrais jambon et frites, and I have bilingual fingers. I can point to things in any language.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So why don't you start us off, my friend?
Okay. So when we looked at your PDGA page, it says that you're from, and I'm going to give this a go again, Lévis, Quebec. That's pretty good.
That's correct.
Is that where you're calling from tonight?
Yes. from my basement, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I do. So if you don't know, Lévis is just across the river, the St. Lawrence River, from Quebec City, which is, I guess, the city that's more known around here.
Okay.
So Levis is actually is it a town?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, okay.
a few
Perfect.
thousand.
Yeah. Good. I wasn't sure. I'd never heard of it, so it could have been a village. It could have been a.
Well, and what I understand, because I do some research.
Yeah.
So Quebec City is across the way, and I think from Lévis you get to see Le Château Frontenac, like right in its big castle-like state up on the ridge, right? Yeah.
Yes. Not from my house, because I'm really west from that. But I mean, if I go up in the sky, I would see it, I guess. If I was a bird,
It has potential.
it
Well,
has potential.
when we had Luc Richard on the podcast last week, he told us that his favorite course was in your area, Le Monstre. Now, would that be your home course? Is that one that you play normally?
Yes, so we're pretty short on courses around here. So we do have the Monster, Le Monstre, which is at 18 hole, working our way up to another 9 hole for beginners.
Okay.
And on my side of the river, I have simple 9 hole that I also go for practice because it's nice. It's by the river, a lot of wind there, so it's perfect for practice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, and when we did talk to Luke as well, he also mentioned that it might surprise people who have played in the area that Le Monstre would be his favorite course. So do you think that it gets too much flack? Is it because it's difficult or another reason, or why would he have said it would surprise people that it was his favorite course?
It's a lot of trees. I must admit, if you play there and you're not used to trees, you'll be beaten by the monster for sure. Really, like there's there's 2 lines that are completely open, but still there's OBs because there's a road and so on. But like the rest is heavily wooded. Like really, you gotta hit your lines or you're struggling.
Okay.
So even for me, it's my home course. Some days I hate it. It's just brutal. Like, come on, another tree. Like, yeah.
Is it one of those courses where if you get a bad kick and it'll kick you left or right, that you're pretty much in, there's no point in getting OB strokes because you're pretty much dead in the water already?
Well, once you played a lot, you get to know there's ways to keep moving forward. But there's definitely some lines that if you kick early, you're screwed.
Right.
There's also hole 3, which is famous. There's like a ditch where there's always water in there and it sucks discs. It's like every disc is like a magnet.
Right.
You lose disc. Like I fish in that ditch a lot to bring disc back to their owner.
Right.
There's always tons of them there. Like
It's
during
like
tournaments, we have to put a spotter there because of that.
right.
Wow.
So it's almost like a mark for the course. Have you really played Le Monstre unless you've lost a disc on hole 3?
That's right.
That's kind of
Right.
what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Well, when we knew that you were confirmed to be on the podcast, we reached out to one of our mutual friends, Karen Martel. She had so many nice things to say about you. One of the interesting things was that you make your own maple syrup. Is that correct? How long have you been doing that?
I think it's going to be my 4th or 5th year. I'm not sure. There's one year, the year I started, I barely made any because
Okay.
it was just a bad year. Like every year is different. But yeah, I tap my own trees. I also tap trees at my friend's place where I'm also building a course.
Okay.
And yeah, making maple syrup on my outside deck, basically.
Oh,
Right. So when you mentioned about trees on your friend's property, do you have trees on your property? Is that where you kind of like,
Yes,
yeah?
I have exactly 25
Hmm.
red maple trees.
Wow.
I have both my neighbors. They're allowing me to tap their trees, and I give them maple syrup in exchange. And then there's also 5 minutes from here where I got lots of trees to tap there too, but there's like it's a lot. It's a lot
Right.
of work. So
Right.
I'm being keeping it simple, like 70, 75 trees is enough to make a lot of maple syrup. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So when you're making all this maple syrup, like you just said, you're obviously making a lot of it. Are you keeping it? Are you giving it away? Are you selling it? Like, what do you do with all this maple syrup?
All of what you said. So I'm
Yeah.
selling some to pay for the propane I use to get to maple syrup,
Okay.
because I don't use a wood stove. I'm just using propane. And then I give, of course, a lot to my neighbors, to my family, and the
Hmm.
rest is my own consumption.
Wow.
I take a lot of maple syrup.
That,
Well,
I
I
Daryl,
may
like all the
have some
stereotypes.
left over.
oh, okay. I was gonna say, Julie, it was what I'm thinking is it couldn't be more Canadian than to have a Canadian disc golfer supporting themselves by selling maple syrup,
Yeah.
Right?
supporting the tour. That
Yeah.
is awesome. That's awesome. I think what we need too is I know that a couple of the disc manufacturers have played around with scents and stuff like that, where there's a sage disc that smells like sage. I think we need a maple syrup disc.
There you
We
go.
got to talk to
Yeah.
maybe to Mike Seeby at
Mm.
Daredevil or something like that and
Yeah.
get a maple syrup disc going. Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
So, Julie, on the Chain Out podcast, we want to find out how you got into disc golf, but we're not going to come out and just ask you. We do it a little different. We have a Chain Out origin story just for you. It's based on a movie. Our listeners are going to try and guess what movie. You get to relax and maybe laugh a little or maybe just roll your eyes. It depends on the story. And then we'll see how close we really were. So here it goes. So maybe one Christmas, not too long ago, you got the best Christmas present ever. A new friend, a beautiful dog named Luna. Right away, you realized Luna was special and the world needed to know it. So you took Luna across the St. Lawrence to Quebec City and entered a dog show. You met a lot of interesting people at that show, including a couple of yuppies from the big city, a trophy wife, and a quirky couple where the husband literally had 2 left feet. Needing a break from the crazy and intense atmosphere of the show, you and Luna headed outside to a nearby field. You'd brought a frisbee and started to play catch. It felt like no matter what kind of throw you threw, Luna would catch that disc, whether it was forehand, backhand, and even overhand. But one eventually did get past Luna and landed in a disc golf basket in the park. You aced it, and you didn't even know it. From that moment on, you replaced competitive dog shows with disc golf tournaments. Now, maybe that's not how it really happened, so why don't you fill us in?
You did great, actually. Some of it could be true. Um, which one is not true? I'd say it was not Christmas. It was not a gift I received, and it did not happen in Quebec.
Okay.
It actually happened in Alberta.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
where I first played disc golf. I'm not sure which city it was. It was either Edmonton or Calgary because I traveled in both.
Hmm.
Um, and it was in 2008. So that's a long time ago. And all I remember from that is that I had bought a frisbee from Dollarama, like the cheapest frisbee you can get.
Hmm.
And I saw people on the course with bags and all kinds of discs, and I was like, "This is lame." I really thought like this is what kind of sport this is. Um, and I never played again until I found a course near my parents' house. They had basket, and I found a guy there. He's still there, is always there. His name is Roger. And he taught me about, I had a, by that time I had an ultimate disc because I was playing ultimate. So
Hmm.
he told me you should go to that place and buy a disc. So my first disc was a Rhino, Innoval
Okay.
Rhino.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I started. And of course, like everybody else, then I bought big drivers.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then I really got into it in just before the pandemic, really.
Okay.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I like to compete, so I might as well try. And so in 20, I think it's 2021, based on my PDGA number, that I really started seriously playing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still young.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Still new on the PDGA side of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and you had mentioned that at there that you said you started out in Alberta. What had you out here? What had you out west our way?
I stayed there for at least 3 summers in Lac La Biche.
Oh, okay.
I was there to train and work on, I was working on a berry farm out there.
Oh,
Trained for, I was a cross country skier, uh, high level. So well, I was going there to learn English, of course, and to train. So that's how
Okay.
I got there.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
I go back because I've got friends in Edmonton and still in Lac La Biche, of course. So I go back. Yeah, I go back. I don't know, every couple of years.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
that's great. So
So
the
Jeremy,
next time you're in town, we'll be ready to show you around. And then you'll remember that it
I,
was Edmonton that you played in because we'll make sure.
well, I was there. I think 3 years ago for work actually, because the I helped for the avian flu issue
Okay.
okay.
that you guys have. Well, you have every year now, and I was in Red Deer, and I got to play the league that is in Sylvan Lake, I
Yeah.
believe,
Okay. Yeah.
an hour west of yeah. I
Hmm.
found people on Facebook and I asked like, can I get a ride to your league nights? And so I was there 3 weeks. I played 3 weeks at
Oh,
That's
their
that's
league.
awesome.
that's great.
Yeah,
Good to hear that we took care of you when you were here. That's awesome.
of course, of
Yeah.
course.
So just wanted to jump back into Jeremy's origin story. He was mentioning that you were at this event with your dog Luna. Now, the president of the Edmonton Disc Golf Association, his wife, also competes with dogs as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about how you got into competing and your dog Luna?
Actually, my dog is Adele. Her name is.
Oh,
Um,
there's my research
There
failing
you go.
again.
Yeah.
there you go. And I do dog agility with her.
Oh, okay.
And I do a lot right now. Like last weekend, I was in Hamilton for a big fundraiser for the national junior team, and I got the chance to meet one of my idol there, Susan Garrett, who is one of the first dog trainer that um, well, she built up the reinforcement based training,
Okay.
and she is a multi-time world champion. So I was at her place learning new skills with my dog. It was amazing.
Nice. And how long
Yeah.
have you been competing with Adele?
Yes, you know what I think it was
Uh,
just to say, Julie, before we go there, I might have used one of those AI translators, and that name came out as Luna in English. You know, it's just crazy how those things work.
of course it is. My dog is 7.5 years old, and I think I started. She was about a year old because we
Okay.
have to wait till they grow up to their normal size before you really get into it. And I sucked at it pretty much from the start because I knew nothing, and I have one of the worst breed to start. Like, it's my first ever dog, and she is crazy. Basically, she's like a border collie on steroids.
Oh, wow.
Well, we have a question from the chat from Greybeard Disco, because he's looking at your Instagram. He says, "Is she a Schipperke?"
She is a Moody, so it's Mudi. It's a pretty rare breed.
Oh, okay.
They also call it Hungarian Shepherd. Also
Oh, okay.
tiny, but everything is like packed. Like when she barks, it's very loud. When she runs, it's very fast. Everything is
To the max.
through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the max.
So over time, have you been able to find a good balance and she's been able to learn okay?
Oh yeah. We're doing great. Like right now, I'm the weak link in our team, and that's why I have two coaches trying to learn to be a better handler, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we're doing good. We're not gonna go to the Worlds.
Yeah.
That's not a goal. Not with this dog, actually,
Right.
but maybe, who knows, with the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you traveled far for competing?
Not really. The furthest I've been was in Ontario, but we do have a lot of competition in Quebec, the province. And actually, I miss every year's provincial to get to nationals because it is at the same time than the Brewster Ridge Open,
Oh, right.
and the choice is just too hard for me to not go to that
Right.
disc golf tournament. So
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you if whenever you were getting out to these competitions, if you managed to try and sneak a disc golf round in, maybe try and look to see if there's one nearby.
of course, but the thing is, with that dog, I cannot go disc golfing. It's like, no. She turns crazy with everything I throw that she cannot
Yeah.
chase. So yeah, we have to separate those activities.
Yeah.
Really.
Fair enough.
Don't tell Jeremy, because he
Fair enough.
might get a little bit weirded out at dogs on the course.
Come on. Well, if you're wondering how we got all of this wonderful information, it was our really good research, but also that mutual friend of ours, Karen. She definitely was feeding us a couple facts here and there. So,
Of course.
tell us a little bit about that. Like, when did you and Karen first meet, and did you guys become fast friends right away?
I guess we knew each other. Like, when I started competing, she was competing in MA1, I believe. I was in FA1. We got to know a little bit each other. I remember I was training in Drummondville. She texted me, "Hey, there's this tournament in Vermont." I think it was in 2 weeks from now, and she was asking if I wanted to join her on that journey to there. It would have been my very first FPO tournament, and I said, "Well, I'm free. Why not?" And so we got to meet. We got to know each other through the road, the travel, because it was, I think, 5 or 6 hours away, and then we stayed together over there, and unfortunately I won the tournament, which I felt pretty bad, because I mean, she was inviting me to there so that I could learn to get better, and then she could bring back the win.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, so
That's
I felt
awesome.
but we started to be friends from there, and then we traveled a lot at other places. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it reminds us that we have 2 FPOs down in Calgary who are kind of the main FPOs in the area, and they're friends both on and off the course. But it's always exciting because when they do get into a tournament, they also both have a very competitive streak. So it makes for a fun watch if you get a chance to watch FPO as they battle for the wins. Is that kind of, do you and Karen have a similar relationship at all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even when we're training, we're like trying to beat each other. But we also like to compete as a team too. We're pretty awesome because I'm lefty
Oh,
and she's righty.
right.
So we're kind of really good together.
Great match.
But it's like, I mean, it's awesome to have her because I know like right now she's better than me. So I'm trying to get better and she's trying to stay away from me. So like I can still beat her in some occasion. Um, but yeah, it's like it's how you grow as
Hmm.
as a athlete or a disc golfer when you have someone to beat,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
I
good to
think.
have someone to help push you along. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now we're talking about disc golf, and why don't we take a look back at
Oh, is
your...
that what this podcast is about?
It's apparently about
Oh, okay.
that, yeah. Let's take a look back at your 2025 year. According to PDGA, you played in 11 sanctioned tournaments, 9 in FPO, and you did 2 in FP40. 5 of those tournaments were part of the Le Circuit du Quebec. Did I get that okay? Do you want to tell us
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that tour? I know we've heard a little bit about it from Karen, but we'd love to hear what your takes on it are.
Yeah, so in Quebec, we're really lucky to have that circuit, which is like a provincial circuit. And it's like, to me, because I've traveled and played other tournament, it's like A tier, but
Mhm.
we're just C tiers. Like
Okay.
it's so well organized, uh, and it just smooth sailing really. So every year they build a calendar of about 9 or 10 tournaments. Not so sure. Pretty much half of them are B tier. The rest is C tier.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I try to compete as much as I can on that circuit because it's really fun and we're with friends and people I know. Um, and sometimes I miss them just because I have something else or another tournament elsewhere, or
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have to work sometimes too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that
It
always gets in
happens.
the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know they're building the calendar right now, so I can't wait. I, as a TD, I do host one of the tournament at my home course, and
Okay.
that is already announced, so I can
Okay.
say it.
Yeah.
It's going to be in August. I think it's August 15, 16, that weekend.
Okay.
Um, so I'll
Nice.
be
So,
TDing that one, not playing.
right.
Okay. That's
So mark
awesome.
your calendars.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
another course and tournament you want to get in on, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know the monster. I don't know what
Yeah,
I got.
yeah.
I have
Got
to
to challenge
decide.
yourself.
I'd have to bring one disc for the specifically for that
To
ditch
donate.
hole
Yeah.
to donate to the ditch.
All three. So you had said that there was about 9 or 10 events on the tour, and we understand that it culminates in the grand finale at the end. Do you have to qualify for that final event?
No, not for now. The only thing is that if you're, I'm not sure, like top 3, maybe you get to, you're officially in.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's those tournaments, they fill up quickly. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
sold out almost every single event. So if you're not in front of your computer when the
Right.
um,
Registration
you
goes.
won't get your registration unless you're a women and a junior. We get 48 hours in advance to register,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome. um, so for that, finally, if you're in the top, you'll have your spot for sure,
Right.
but you don't need to qualify. No.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, when we looked at it, it looked like there was 158 people that qualified for the finals. So,
Yeah.
like you said, there's a great turnout at all these events, and definitely they show up for the final as well.
Yeah.
That is a great turnout.
158 people at an
Yeah.
event. That's
Yeah.
two full courses, right?
More than
two full
yeah.
courses.
Well, depending
so-
on cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Well, you had mentioned it a little bit earlier too, Julie, is that you got to play in some pretty big events, including the Dieppe Open, the Brewster Ridge Open, the Green Mountain Championships, and Canadian Nationals. So why don't we start with those two events in Vermont that were at Smuggler's Notch? So we've heard a number of times how good Fox Run and Brewster Ridge, how good those courses are. Are they two of your favorites? I'm guessing they must be.
They are. They are because they are very challenging and very different too. So Brewster, it feels like home. You're in the woods, you got lines to hit, and there's also up and down, which the Munster is pretty flat compare.
Okay.
And then Fox Run is windy. It's the wind.
Okay.
And it's DOB lines. You got to stay in bounds. And when you do those tournaments, you have to play both. So you have to be pretty good at pretty much everything. So that's why I love, well, Vermont is so beautiful too. Like in summer, in the fall, like it's just paradise for a disc golfer, really.
Oh, I
Really.
bet. Well, I've heard lots of good things, of course, and they've got their own share of maple trees and the changing colors in the fall and all of the beauty in the mountains and such. So I did look there, Julie, and at Brewster Ridge Open, you made it to the podium in FPO with a T3 finish, and you had 26 other competitors in FPO. Well, that must have been a big moment for you because it's hard to get a big field like that, isn't it?
It was, pretty sure it was the biggest field I've faced, and by far my best result. Also,
Okay.
I started with the first round. I think we played, if I'm correct, I think we played Fox, Brewster, Fox. So we played Fox, and it was terrible condition. Terrible, like very windy. Not sure, probably raining because it's always raining. But everybody was struggling. I just thought I was down, like I was bottom. But I was, I think, seventh after the first round.
Wow.
And then we got to Brewster and things just were perfect. I
Oh.
played so well on Brewster. And then I made it to the lead card with Karen. It was amazing. Oh my God, like I cannot believe it because it was also a Q series. So it was like people showed up from elsewhere because of that to get the points. So, and then the last round, I was okay. I was barely hanging up. The thing is, on that last round, there was an issue with internet. Like
Okay.
pretty much all the cell phones couldn't have internet. So a lot of scores were not in. We had no idea until the
Right.
very last, where we got to the main building and they could share Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And then we got scores in, and I'm like, I'm third. I had no idea.
Wow.
Like really, it was weird. That part was weird, but like there was an issue with, I don't know which service, but everybody was on that. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It sounded good. Like when I saw that and getting up on a podium with that many players, that's fantastic. Now, I do have a question though. You were talking about the courses and how difficult it can be. How hard is hole 7 at Fox Run really? Because I've heard that is like a beast. What is your thoughts on that one?
You know what? It's not even hard.
Really?
It's not that hard. The hard part is that they move the lines for the OB
Okay.
every year.
Oh.
For some reason, every year you have less and less place to land. Really, like I know, like the neighbor to the right of that hole, you don't get your disc back. If you
Oh,
step on his field, you might get shot. And I'm
Wow.
not kidding.
Wow.
wow.
That's
So
crazy.
um they put uh, a wall of net,
Oh,
a wall
yes.
of
Yeah.
net to prevent that. But because of the net, the first year they put the net, well, you would hit the net and come back inbounds.
Right.
Yeah.
So they moved the line so far so that if you hit the net, it's too late. Like you're just gonna fall out of bounds. So the issue with hole 7 is that it is doable,
Mm-hmm.
and if you want, you can score. But at the same time, if you want too much, you will end up OB, OB, OB,
Yeah.
OB,
Oh,
and it's never ending.
gotcha. So it's one of those
So yeah.
ones you
So
really
yeah.
gotta make a decision. You gotta be really, what do you call that? What is it? Cautious if you
Hmm.
want it to play that hole
Yes.
to play well. And
Yeah.
taking a 5 is actually probably like taking an eagle, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
Because
go.
every shot you make, you need to land in bounds. That's like, and if there's wind, well, it's swirling. It's no, it's I like this hole, to be honest, but surviving it is the goal.
Okay, that's awesome.
There you go.
Hmm.
Are you planning to get down there anytime and play that course?
Oh, I want to play all of these
You want to
courses.
play
I've
them
got
all.
such a list. You
Yeah.
said you'd win the lottery and take me everywhere, and I'm still waiting for that. So,
Oh, okay. Do we want to? No, we don't.
all right, we better.
I don't
keep
know what
going.
happened, but that's okay. So talking about, so we had a bit of an announcement, but it went away.
There's we might have to interrupt the podcast for a special announcement, but it seems like we're bouncing a little bit here.
Yeah.
So Daryl's going to
exactly.
keep
I'm
moving
going to
along.
keep going along.
Yeah.
So you also played Canadian Nationals last year as well. We got a chance to get out there as well. That must have been, I'm guessing it was probably a bit of a highlight for you for 2025.
It was a highlight. I was actually playing FP40 there. I decided to go and play FP40 because I'm lucky enough to be old.
Yeah.
Um, and I was, to be honest, I was hoping to win. Um, but at the same time, I'm happy I lost to Ellen Keane.
Hmm.
I got my butt kicked by her. Like she was so, like, I think for the whole 3 rounds, maybe she did 3 mistakes.
Right.
I
Oh.
made like 40. So it's okay. It's okay that I lost. Like I'm still learning, and there's
Yeah.
so much I need to learn, like mentally,
Right.
for sure. Like we all know disc golf is mental,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but that was tough. Like I was angry at myself at some point.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you said,
Eh,
you got a chance to play with her for all three rounds. What was it like playing with her? Like you mentioned, it was tough and hard, but like, were you able to pick up anything from her? But were you just kind of like learning
oh
from
yeah.
her as well?
Oh yeah, we talked a lot. I learned a lot of her life too. Like why
Right.
I asked at some point, like, you're Canadian, why are you in the States?
Mm.
Like really?
Yeah.
Like we know what's happening right now
Yeah.
in the States, and she explained, and her reason was amazing. Like it's for work, really. The work brought her there. Um, but like she did give me some some cues, and also like, why didn't you throw like a roller like that
Yeah.
instead of trying to get air? I'm like, well, because I don't have that in my bag.
Yeah.
I don't have that skill. You do. I will try to bring it on like next time maybe. But yeah, she was amazing, really, like amazing person. I enjoyed every round I played with her for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to have a conversation and meet her when we were doing the opening ceremonies. I think it was that time when she came over and we were talking to her. And
of course, she was on the podcast too.
oh, of course,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
on the podcast. Yeah, I was at Nationals. We got a chance to meet her
Mhm.
there. Yeah, and like you said, we had a great conversation with her.
She's so kind with her time
Yeah.
and just so patient to talk to people too. So yeah.
So when you were out there, we noticed that you got to play Cedar Creek, Newcastle, and Outgoat. Which one of those was your favorite course, or maybe you had a favorite hole?
I really liked Cedar Creek.
Okay.
Also liked Old Goat, but I was playing a shorter layout, shorter
Right.
than the FPOs, which I only practiced once. No, I like.
I mean, they were all three great courses. It's hard to try and narrow it down to
Yes. Newcastle was different. Was a lot of wood and short holes.
one.
I think for me, for my game, Cedar Creek was the best suited course.
Okay.
And I started really well on. It was the first place
day.
we were. It was Cedar Creek, and I started really well on that course, but then I stumbled
Gotcha.
on a few holes and then kept going. But yeah, I think that course was amazing. It was challenging, well balanced. Yeah.
Well, and
I think that was my favorite.
well, when we were chatty, like
And
we really liked that one too. But keep going. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was pretty sad that I was not playing Project 15, and at some point I almost changed to FPO so that I could play there because
Right.
I went there the year before for a B tier in April, I think, and that course is amazing. But I decided to stay FP40 still. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
the
think-
tough part, not being able to play all four, but we did it through practice, right?
Yeah.
So
I was just going to say, I think that's a testament to the Daryl Bankus and the team putting it together, that they had four great courses and there was always going to be one that you weren't going to play. From our point of view, I was kind of sad that I didn't get to play Oat Goat because we got to play the other three. And then you're saying you got to play Oat Goat, but you wish you played Project 15. And I'm sure there was some people that didn't play Cedar Creek that wish they got to play that one. So it just goes to show you
Right.
that there were four amazing courses and you're lucky to, whichever three you got to play, you had a great tournament. But it would have been nice to, just have the three choices and then you didn't feel like you were missing out.
yeah. Well, Julie, the other thing I was wondering, though, after hearing you talk about Le Monstre and hearing Luke talk about it, I thought maybe that Newcastle and Le Monstre would have had some of the same qualities there, because when we played it, we had some tight wooded lines. Of course, there's Plinko there. Was there any kind of close ties to your home course that way? I think I might have even seen a ditch somewhere.
Yes and no. Yes for the trees, but I think the Le Monstre is longer overall. Like the holes are longer, and I think less punishing.
Okay.
Like there's some holes at Newcastle. If you hit, you're really, really screwed. Like
Yes.
really, like
Yeah.
even a roller, not simple. That's less an issue at the most, really.
Okay.
So
Right.
I really like trees, but I like options if you hit trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd agree. That sounds fair.
Well, and I can tell you, I can totally relate, because I definitely found some of those tree spots where I went, all right, there's one option here, and I better hit it because
I
I'm going
didn't
to be in
practice
trouble.
from being over here.
No, exactly. Well, that's cool. It sounds like a good nationals for you there. And now, just as we cap off your 2025, you played in all these amazing tournaments. Was there any other memorable moments from last year that maybe we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. So that Green Mountain Championship,
Okay, yeah.
Last year they hosted a B tier at the same time than the Pro Tour. The B tier we only played 2 rounds. I believe it was Friday, Saturday, but we were there at the same time. Like I was practicing my putting with all the pro FPO players, and after I finished, I could um, go on the other course because they were not playing the same course and watch some pretty awesome disc golf. And at that tournament that I won, but I mean, we were only 3 or 4 in my division, so it's not that's amazing. I ran into Paige Pierce and
Wow.
I offered to caddy her for the
Oh,
last round, the Sunday game. Which was she was I didn't know at that point, but she made it to the lead card.
Okay.
right.
And if you followed, she won.
Yeah. Because,
She
Because she
she
had a
won,
great
and I
caddy
was
for
the
the final
caddy.
round.
yeah.
Of course, that's all me. But that was like it was amazing for an amazing experience, and I was just there to caddy. I was not expecting anything, but it very fast into the game. Like she consulted me or exchanged what I asked what I would throw, and I'm like,
Wow.
I'm lefty. That doesn't sound like you helping at all. But yeah, it was amazing experience. Plus, like the ups and downs from that round, like she started really good, and then Missy was struggling, and then Missy came back, and then Owen was in there, and then it went into um, a tie break. Like they were three going into one more hole
Mm-hmm.
because they were tied after 18 holes. So it was like so stressful,
Oh,
but so much fun.
Yeah. That's awesome.
such a great
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. And you know what? I like it when things tie together, and maybe it doesn't tie it all together, but it's like connected in some way because Paige wins Canadian Nationals. We invite her onto the podcast. She was all set to be on the podcast, but then she had to bow out because she had an early start because she played the Green Mountain Championship the next day. And we said, well, you know what? You went ahead and won, so you kind of got an excuse, right? It was a good thing that you took that time to get the early morning start on the Wednesday
Yeah.
or the Thursday, sorry. And now we find out that on the final day, Julie was her caddy for that time that she won from the time not being on the podcast. So it's like kind of all a little bit
Small
connected.
world all coming
Yeah,
together.
exactly. I
Hey?
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A
Fantastic.
little bit of Canadian in that win too.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you didn't pack any of your maple syrup and give her a shot just to kind of power her up halfway through or anything?
No,
No.
no, I didn't have to.
Yeah.
No, she was good.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it at the top of the show. Normally, we highlight a tournament every week. This week, there wasn't any tournaments, but we're starting to see them more and more showing up now on disc golf scene. As we look forward to 2026, have you started to plan some things for 2026 now?
Yes, I will definitely go back to the App Open
Yeah.
in May. Of
Okay.
course, shout out to Luc. I cannot miss that tournament. I will not, even if it's as bad as last year, rain wise.
Yeah.
Rain and snow. I'm not sure at some point we did get some snow. I will do this one for sure. Probably also the Brewster Ridge Open because it's been treating me well, that place. Um, I'm not sure I'll do nationals next year because of travel. It's pretty far. I'm sorry.
Jeremy's upset.
But you
Yeah,
said you've been to Alberta
yeah.
before and you have friends out here and now you know us out here.
Yes, but it's not Edmonton.
But
It's
it's just 4.5 hours up the road.
yeah. But like I said, I do have some work to do in my job. Um, and because I'm going in September to Lithuania. So um,
Yes.
And the other tournament, like I'll do the circuit, the provincial circuit for sure.
Yeah.
And I will try to go to the main stage championship because Karen wants me there. So
Well, I don't know, Karen. Be
that's in,
careful what you wish for, because if you bring Julie along with you,
Yeah. Should
we
maybe
know what happens.
Well, we know a little bit about the main side of things too, so maybe she just wants a double chance to battle against Rose because we've talked to her before as well, and we know she's a pretty good golfer down there too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Love Rose too. Yeah.
yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, on the global masters side of disc golf, we noticed last year you finished 23rd.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Do you have any desires to go to Masters Worlds? Or maybe you've already played Masters Worlds?
I've never played Master Worlds. I was invited last year. I made points. I will be this year because I have the points as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Does it depend on
yeah,
where it is?
yes. And
Yeah.
it's, I think next year is again in the middle of the States where I don't feel like I want to go.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, I think I saw in 2 years it's going to be Virginia.
Okay.
So that would be more interesting.
Okay.
I don't say no to it, but it will depend on where,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
for
No,
sure.
absolutely.
Like the one I was more looking for this summer was the US Women DGC
Okay.
because
Yes.
it's out west.
Is it Portland? Is it out that way or no?
No, where is it?
You know what?
We'll take a look on that. But it's out west somewhere
Yeah.
where you want to play, where it's somewhere you've wanted to go before.
Yeah, and it's the mountains. And my sister, who was also into cross country skiing, she already she's been there. She knows the place. She might want to come with me too. My mom would want to come with me too. But now that I'm going to Europe, I'm not sure I'll go. But that would have been very fun to go.
Oh, I would think so
Yeah.
too. Yeah, and Daryl's still looking there on it. He saw last year was Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and then it looks like 2026 is in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yes, there you go.
Where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Utah.
yeah.
Even
First time
Karen.
ever there too. Like, and there's a mountain course.
Mm-hmm.
That would, Utah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's good. And then you were talking about the well, I guess before we get there, my last question for you, as you get ready for this season and we're in the off season, do you do any specific training to get ready for the disc golf season? Because I'm looking for tips in that to make sure I'm doing the right things to make my game better. I know if we asked Karen, she would say, do some bouncing and stuff, but what kind of advice would you give, and what do you do in the off season?
Putting. Come on, you have to putt. Putting. Always. In the off season, I do like throw in the net and do some putting. I organize a putting league actually, so I have to show up because I'm the host. But I also do like other sports because I think you need to be overall in good shape because it still requires a lot of walking. And like I have a bag, I don't have a cart, but like even with a cart, you're going up, you're going down. If you're not physically in shape, then you cannot be mentally in shape too. Like have to be both. So I do a lot of winter sports because we have a lot of snow.
Yes.
So, plus dug agility. I do more in the winter because I have more time to spend on that. So training and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Very
All
good.
right, putting.
It's
Makes sense.
everything.
Yeah.
It's mental
Putting.
game, physical
Putting
game.
is everything.
Yeah.
You got it.
Good job,
And this. Like you need this too.
Mental strength as well, right?
Yeah. You need to learn to do that.
It's crazy. I say things are connected and things like that. I've just got my first pair of snowshoes because I want to get out and do snowshoeing because we have a lot of snow. I'm co-running our Edmonton putting league, which actually takes place tomorrow night. I've just started watching videos on how to solve a Rubik's cube, and I'm almost there. It's so crazy.
There's like a mind meld going on.
I know.
Here.
It's like we're connected. It's crazy. Yeah. So I just need to find some maple trees now, and
you'll be also. That is up your alley. You make beer, so I could see.
I used to make beer.
Yeah.
I don't make beer anymore. I make granola bars and muffins now, but I do use maple syrup for those.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get it back to disc golf.
Let's get back to disc golf. There's so much disc golf, but keep going.
We already talked about having Luke on the podcast. He was on recently. Another person that we had on the podcast a little bit before Christmas, or in 2025, was Chris O'Zalins, and we had him on at the end of the year talking about Can disc golf. And on that episode, he let us know that who would be representing Canada for the WFDF World Team Disc Golf Championships that's happening over in Lithuania this year. And we're excited to hear that you were selected. He told us on the podcast, and I think he said on the podcast that he just got off the phone from telling you. How did that all go down?
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, like, there was no spot for FP40, and I knew I had no chance of making the team as FPO, so I didn't even apply to be on that team.
Okay.
But as soon as I saw there were opening spots for FP40, boom, I said my my name, and I was not hoping, like, I didn't know. I had no idea what their criteria were, so but I tried, and then I got the phone call, and at first they were saying that they would be contacting people, like, I think it was end of November, and it was, I think, second week of December when Chris called me, and I was not expecting that anymore, because I thought, like, well, we made it to the time that we were expecting to know, and I was not called, so I guess I'm not in. But I think I was the last one, or the second to last one to know. Like, the rest of the team were called before me, but that's okay. I mean, the order doesn't matter as long as I got the call.
Exactly.
Well,
that's awesome.
That's cool. And it was really neat to hear that they be offering Masters Division, and you're going to get to be teamed up with Stuart McKissick, Miguel Alvarado, I'm wearing his jersey here, Hector Dykau, Christy Lee, and Dave Ross. And are you familiar with any of those players, or were those new names for you? Yeah.
They are all new names. Well, I mean, I've heard their names, but I've never met them. Like, really, like, it's going to be awesome just to meet them. So it's going to be an amazing trip for sure.
Yeah, you'll be in for a treat. We've spoken to Miguel Alvarado before, Christy Lee. We're well aware of Dave Ross, because Dave Ross has been playing out in BC right from the early days and is a machine. And when you say practice putting, anybody who knows Dave Ross, that's what he's doing. Like, I guess you can find him almost always out at a course, just putting. So we're going to have I know we're going to have a great pro division, but we're going to have a killer Masters division.
I think, who was it that we were talking to that said that our Masters division is probably hands down going to win?
I think I've heard Chris say it. I've heard Craig Sheether say it as well.
I think it was Craig Sheether, yeah.
But so there's a lot, no pressure.
No pressure at all. But you are highly tipped.
And in good company, yeah.
So, I brought it up, kind of a comment from the chat here. I'll bring it up again. People asking you and telling you that, you're representing Team Quebec. You're the only player from Quebec on the team. Is there kind of like an additional sense of pride that you're getting to represent your province on Team Canada as well?
Of course. Like, even, like, I think past Ontario, I'm the only one too. Like, even Atlantic doesn't have any players, so I feel like I'll do my best to represent the province, but of course I'm there for Canada.
Yeah.
And that's pretty amazing just to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is.
It's so amazing.
Mhm.
It'll be good. Yeah. And, you know, if I know Sophia was still waiting to announce at one point, but we know Thomas is. You've got a lot of good experience there too
Yeah.
to help through, and I know Noah as well. So it's going to be held in Lithuania this year. And what I was wondering is, did you know much about Lithuania? And I'm going to qualify before, so you don't feel bad if you didn't, because I knew it was in Europe, but I had to actually look at the map to even know where in Europe it was.
I had no idea. I mean, I've kind of knew it was somehow close to Estonia, which
Okay.
I'm pretty good. There's only one country in between, so
Hmm.
but the rest, like I was just hoping it was not too close to Russia because
Right.
of what's happening, or Ukraine,
Yeah.
which is okay. We're not directly connected to it. That country is not directly connected to it, but like what's there to see in
Hmm.
Lithuania, I had no idea. So I'm starting to read about it and learn the culture and stuff like that, because I think it's fun to know a little bit before you get there.
Yeah.
Um, and I might travel around to like uh, maybe before, maybe not after, because after it's the Green Mountain Championship that I want to go
Right.
again. This year is going to be an 8 year, so even more interesting for master.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, um,
Have you
yeah, I
been to
didn't know.
Europe? Have you been to Europe before?
Yes,
Yeah.
just for vacation, I've been to Germany, France, and
Belgium,
uh, south of Germany.
Hmm.
Um,
Italy, Greece,
I went to Innsbruck. Oh, Austria,
Austria.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I think
Austria.
too, I think
Yeah,
when I looked at
yeah,
Lithuania, as you said, if you get to go a little early, Estonia is close by, and some of the other hotbeds of disc golf in Europe are not too far away. So there'll be those areas where they've got more courses than we'd ever see in Canada at the moment. It's
right,
amazing. But
right. Yeah,
yeah, well, that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're excited for you to be going to that tournament. We're going to be watching for sure and keeping an eye, and we'll be doing some reporting on it. We were able to, when it was in Australia, we actually were able to have Karen and some of the other players on live during that time. I don't know how the Lithuania time zone will work, but maybe we'll be able to swing something then as well. We'll have
Yeah.
to see.
We'll see.
Yeah. But you know, Daryl, it's getting to that time of the show.
Hmm.
You know what time that is? It's when I give you a history lesson.
Is it really? Is
Yes,
it
it is. Are you ready for that?
history lesson with Jeremy? I need to
Hey, is
work
that
on
our
that.
new catch
No,
song?
I need to work on it.
I love it. You're singing on the show on your own regard. I didn't even have to twist your arm. All right. Well, when I was researching for this episode, I found out that Julie lives close to one of the earliest settlements in the St. Lawrence Valley.
Wow.
The first settlers in the area came over from France in 1680.
Hmm.
Of the 300 families that came over, there are now 100,000 descendants in North America.
Wow.
Isn't it crazy?
That's
That's it's
fascinating.
amazing. Yeah. And the coolest part of all is that it happened on the Ile d'Orléans, a 34 kilometer by 8 kilometer island in the
Oh,
middle of the St. Lawrence River.
really?
Yeah. So speaking of islands or eels,
You've taken a relaxing cruise, however, the ship goes down. You manage to swim to an island, and fortunately for you, there's an 18-hole disc golf course. Which 3 discs are you taking with you on the island?
So, as Jeremy so kindly and graciously leads us into this segment of the podcast, this is the part where you're on this fictitious cruise. The ship goes down. You just happen to have 3 discs with you. You swim to this island, and there happens to be an 18-hole disc golf course there. Which 3 discs are you hoping to have in your bag that you can get to throw?
Wow, are you bringing me there, or is just a dream?
Well, yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
Um, well, just like Luke mentioned last week, I knew this was coming, so I got prepared.
Oh,
Awesome.
we love that.
Yeah.
So the first disc that I would bring for sure is my Soul, Discraft
Okay.
Soul,
Yeah.
which is my very first ace disc, which
Perfect.
happened last summer in a
Wow.
tournament
Okay.
on video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really?
That was just amazing. So, yes.
That's like the golden
So
ace.
I got the golden ace, right?
Yeah.
So I got this disc for sure, which is a understable mid-range, so you can do pretty much anything with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also bringing one of my 20 plus Shrikes because why not?
Yeah.
You need a driver, and this one that I'm bringing, I think I should have lost it so many times just by this color. Come on,
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
great. But I've got this disc for like more than 5 years, never lost it, so I might as well bring it because I won't lose it on the island.
Is
So yeah,
I didn't ask you about the Sol, but what type of plastics are we dealing with? That is that an ESP?
it's a
Confetti?
no, it's a Z Flex
I'm just guessing.
blend. Uh, Z Flex. I think it's a Z Flex Jawbreaker blend,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
but it's
Z-Flex
pretty like it's pretty
Jawbreaker.
pretty soft. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
pretty soft and very tacky.
And then that looks maybe like is that a G Star
Oh yeah,
Shrike?
G Star. I like my
G-Star.
G Star
Karen
strikes.
Karen says not the green one. So that's
I lost it, but found it many
that's awesome.
times.
Okay,
The
and
green
then
one.
your third disc?
And the third disc, well, you gotta have a putter because
Mhm.
you need to practice putting
Yes.
everywhere. So I would bring my putter, which is also great for forehands approach.
Okay.
It's an AVR3, and
Ooh.
this one is the Evelina Salonen. I think it was the 2023 Tour
Okay.
Series.
Yeah.
It glows a little bit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
star with a little bit of glow.
That looks like a cool
So yeah,
design for sure. I like the colors on it as well.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
All right. So we have the
yeah.
Z-Flex Swirl Jawbreaker Confetti Soul.
Soul.
I have a Soul. Yeah, that's a very good understable
That's
disc.
good. If it was gone, I'd be a little worried about it.
Yeah,
If you
we
didn't
have
have a
the
soul.
G Star Shrike, one of many, the green one, and the one that you just showed me, the Halo Star
AVR.
Glow
AV
AVR3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, one thing that we didn't give you a little bit of a heads up, if you could transport any course that you've played or it might be on your bucket list, if you could transport any course to the island that you would have to play with those three discs, which course would you pick?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's it. We are really hard hitting on this
This
show.
is as hard as the questions get.
Well, you know what? I will bring my course, the one that I'm building right now,
That's awesome.
Okay.
because I'm building it so that it's going to be more lefty friendly than most course.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not finished, but I mean,
Hey,
why not finish it while on the island?
exactly.
You have all the time in the world for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so tell us.
Perfect the lines and everything.
Yeah. So tell us though. You can't just leave us hanging like that. So you're working on building a course, and is it in Lévis or where is it?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. So I did mention earlier about tapping trees at my friend's place. So he owns a big land, and it's 5 minutes from here. And he didn't know he knew nothing about disc golf, like really. But like 2 years ago, I reached out to him because he was renting one of his building for like whatever you want, and I said I think it would be awesome to have a putting league there.
Right.
What? Yes. So I hosted my putting league there, and then like it went so well that I talked about disc golf, and he was like, "What? What a cool sport!"
Yeah.
And he already has trails to walk, all around his property, but there's in betweens. There's
Right.
like tons of room. Like,
Oh,
we could build a course here if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I could walk and propose something, and it started there.
oh,
And of course, it's really part time. Like I'm trying. I'm not alone. We're a few friends. We La Roche, who Luc mentioned last week at last week's episode, who built or designed Le Monstre.
yes. Okay.
He's a lot helping me, of course, because I mean I've never designed a course, so he's helping me learn as well as building it. I mean, it's it's a dream because you
Yeah.
get to design and then cut the trees.
Right.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So even for Christmas, I received a chainsaw. That's how fun this is.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, you're just
so
living
yeah, the design is yeah,
Sorry, go
living the
ahead.
dream.
Yeah, you're living the disc
I was
golfer's
just
dream.
saying that. Yeah. I was just saying that it's not finished, but the design, like the whole 18 holes, are pretty much set. We marked the line. We cut. I think we're only 2 lines. There's a one or two that are not quite finished, and then there's two to open completely, but the rest is pretty open. We already put 2 baskets in just for fun, but we're hoping to have it finished this summer.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So I guess what that is, Daryl, is you just have to dig a trench around that property. That's the island. Just
Yeah.
that's the one that Julie
That's
would
it.
like to get
Yeah.
lost on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like she plays disc golf, runs tournaments, runs a putting league, designing a course, representing Canada at the World WFDF Championships.
Skiing, biking, dog competitions, making maple syrup.
I'm talking about disc golf.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm just adding all these extras.
okay. Yeah,
I
I know.
think there's 2 of her is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. Not only gets your first ace in a tournament. How hard are tournament aces? No one's running an ace in a tournament.
No.
But you get it on camera as well.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Is there anything you haven't done in disc golf, Julie? Did Jeremy miss things?
Yeah.
There's still so much that I want to do. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it almost means we might have to do another episode or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when we do our course design episode, and we'll get you back on for that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that does bring us to the end of the interview, Julie. But before we let you go, we always want to give you a chance to shout out any sponsors or anybody in particular, or anything else that you might want to mention that we didn't cover.
well, of course, I'll shout out to you guys for inviting me tonight
Oh.
to this show. It was very fun. uh, very interesting, and I will keep on listening to your shows now.
Thank you.
And I will shout out to the Circuit Quebec, Quebec team also, because they're the reason why I could start competing, and they're doing such an amazing job at organizing all these tournaments every single year. Karen is part of that team, Jessica, GC as well. So shout out to them. Looking forward to the 2026 calendar for sure.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, that is fantastic. Yeah, and we appreciate having you on the show. It's fantastic having you as a guest. You did a fantastic job, and we're really excited to follow your year as well. It's going to be an exciting one to watch. So thanks so much, Julie, and we'll talk to you soon. And if you do ever have anything that you want us to shout out for your promote, if you've got a new batch of syrup that we can advertise for you, I'm not going to let that go. Just let us know.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks, Julie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, Daryl, that is our second guest from La Belle Province, Quebec, on the show. Our first one being Karen Martel, of course.
Yeah.
Talk about two amazing people. I'm thinking that we had, we talk about what we need to do every year, right? We talk about we want to have a juniors episode of the West. We want to have a juniors episode of the East. We want to do the fantasy podcast. If we're not putting a person from Quebec on, we're not doing ourselves right by Canadian disc golfers, because amazing guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a new segment for you now, is it? That's to go on the calendar?
Well, I just want to try and insert more French, because I think, you know how I love to put on the accents, and I do a pretty good job.
Even if you do say so yourself.
Yeah, if I do say so. And then after all of that talk about Le Monstre, do you think you could handle it? Do you think that's a course that you would take on?
I mean, we've said this before, and I think I do pretty well as a caddy, because I like to give people advice and I like to be able to talk. I think, don't laugh. I was being serious.
No, you do
I
good.
think I do
know
quite
you
well
do a
as a
great job.
caddy. Yeah, because I.
Well, we're just talking about if you do say so yourself.
Right. But it was like Julie was saying about Elaine, where she was like, "Oh, why didn't you throw a forehand?" Oh, I just didn't think of it. I don't have that. Like, I think that I can be like, what's your shot? I throw this. Well, have you thought about this? So I think I'm quite good at that. I don't know where I was going with that. What did you say? What was your question? Oh, Le
If you could
Monstre.
handle Le
So we've
Monstre.
said before about certain holes that we go on, and I've said to you, Jeremy, I'm like, why don't you just throw putter? You're not gaining any distance. So just think of putter. So I think if I was to play Le Monstre, I would just take one disc. I'd just take a putter.
Yeah, you'd have your 0 and your ABR or something
And that was
like
it.
that.
That's all I would throw the whole way around.
There you go.
Karen is saying she agrees with you. I mean, not that I was disagreeing, but she's definitely all on board. Yes, more Quebec highlights.
All right. Well, I think we've got Karen. I think I've got Juju on my list, and those who don't know, they'll know, and if you do know, you do know. So if he happens to be listening, he should keep an eye out for the future.
Quebec people are the best.
There you go.
Oh, we DG.
Yes.
We're getting all the comments out here. Old Greybeard? I don't know. Sorry, I kind of aged you a bit there, Chris. Greybeard said that he says a Vancouver Island episode.
Oh, we haven't done... Well, we've done some Victoria, and we've talked to Clea for sure, but we'll have to get maybe a Vancouver Island, get up the island a little bit. Yeah, definitely. A lot of good suggestions there. I think we should do a little celebration. Kind of a...
Yeah, I was just going to say, we can't leave without mentioning this. So since we've been on air,
yes,
a big shout out in some regard, because we were at 496. We were at 497. We were stuck at those numbers for quite a while. Mike Biet tunes in for the first time this week, gets in the chat, realizes that we're talking about how close we are and that we're trying to get to this 500 subscriber giveaway. Goes and tells his wife to subscribe, gets other people to subscribe, gets a coworker from work to subscribe.
Wow.
And that is one thing that we can announce. We did have a little bit of a hiccup, but
we're at
500 subscribers. We get to give away this basket, the bag.
This bag has only been in our hands for the past 6 months at least.
It's been so long.
Yeah, we announced it way too early, but we have a Discraft bag. Is it? Or Discmania bag.
Discmania bag.
We've got, Daryl, I'll take these out.
Yeah.
We've got, this is going to be a collector's item because Goat Towel is not open anymore, but we got a Goat Sapphire. We've got what was this one? It was a
Explorer.
Latitude 64 Explorer from the Gold Eagle Open. We got a Wasp here. We've got a Watt. We've got a QDG.
That's the Swift Fox.
Stamped Swift Fox from Daredevil Discs. We got a Chance Stad signed Tempo, I believe this one is.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
We have a Sea Change Brewing koozie. We have a Disc in the Dark mini. We have a BR Disc Golf Snipe mini. We also have a very limited edition this is how long this giveaway's been going on. It's got our old logo on it. A Chain Out Podcast old stamp wooden mini.
Yeah, from
by
Kevin
Toppin, who's in the chat tonight. So thanks, Kevin, for that.
We got keychains. We got stickers. We've got
so many stickers. BR Disco stickers.
So you got to watch the socials. So many giveaways.
2 towels.
2 towels as well, yes.
There is the Innova.
That's the one from
Falcons
the Nationals? Or
Falcons? Falcons Flight. Innova Flight towel.
And a Spire towel.
Spire towel as well. There's just so many things.
So who's your giveaway podcast? Chain Out Podcast.
Chain Out Podcast is the giveaway podcast. Greybeard says he loves the Baby Cthulhu stamp.
Yes, it's such a nice one. Yeah, and a good bright green.
Sam says he could always use more explorers.
So that is awesome. We're going to get those given away. So also too, if you haven't had enough disc golf, because we've been talking for quite a while, we're going to keep talking on Around the Basket.
Yeah.
So you can jump over to Patreon and get the free link to join us. And it's going to start to get pretty exclusive. You can watch it live and be part of it or find it on Patreon, but it may not go out worldwide to YouTube anymore. We're talking 2026 is the year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Patreon. Come be part of it. Help guide the conversation. Chat with us. Interact with us. It'll be awesome. But Daryl, you told me that maybe we weren't allowed to keep doing these little rhyming outros that I've been creating. But will you do one more with me, or do you think? Because maybe did you ever think that maybe the Chain Out listeners like these outros? And you're going to take something away from them?
You know, it's the same when I say to you, oh, Jeremy, the staples in our podcast are the
yeah, we don't even remember.
The intro, not the intro, the
origin story?
Origin stories. And you're like, yeah, but I don't know if people like them. And I'm like, people like them. You got to keep it in.
All right. So the Beastie Boys style, two old guys rapping.
Well,
We got to come up with names for these features.
I don't need to be a part of it.
Two old guys busting rhymes.
Well, Sonia calls it the dad rap.
Yes.
And Sam says, oh, but I love the Beastie Boys.
The Beastly Boys.
Yeah, and then Doc being Doc says, the outros are the only reason I watch.
He's like, I'd be in bed by now if it wasn't for the see. They got to stick around.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, get your rap vibe. Do you need a little?
Yeah, I need a little drink
Just gotta.
Need to wet my whistle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Talking with Julie was such a blast.
Her positive vibes made it fly by fast.
If it happens in Quebec, she knows what's up.
From disc golf and dogs to maple syrup.
She'll be representing Canada in Lithuania.
Throwing countries on the ropes like it's WrestleMania.
Playing with the Lane King. Julie's got some clout.
She commits to practice putting, so she'll rarely
chain out. Thanks, everybody.